Hi everyone, I'm Tori and I'm back with the second video in our new series where we will be touring and exploring all of the towns and villages here on Cape. Today, I'm very excited to take you around Barnstable Village. Barnstable Village is located on the north side of town, centered along Old Kings Highway, and I'm not supposed to pick a favorite, but Barnstable Village is where it's at. So you guys gave me some awesome feedback on my last video, and the people have spoken. Today, we're taking a nice slow walking tour, and I'm happy to do it because Barnstable Village is one of my favorite places to grab a coffee, enjoy a nice day, and take a walk. So let's do it. This gorgeous village is one of the most historic villages in the town of Barnstable, and I can't wait for you to experience all of the charm and character of this town for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into the tour. We are starting our tour right in the hub of the village on Main Street, and what better first stop than the Barnstable Historic Society and Museum. Founded in 1939 on the 300th anniversary of the town of Barnstable, if you can believe it, you can visit the Historical Society by appointment and check out their collection dating back to the 17th century, which includes maritime paintings, portraits of sea captains and their wives, ship's logs, vintage photos, trade artifacts from around the world, and much more. The grounds are open to the public and you are able to walk the gardens and paths or relax and enjoy a picnic on one of the park's benches. And while you're there, you can catch a peek of this gorgeous mural painted across the way on a neighboring carriage shop depicting novelist, poet, and activist James Baldwin. Right across the way from the Historical Society, we have the location of the Old Colonial Courthouse, which is one of the oldest courthouses in the United States. Built of wood, this courthouse is now a museum and hosts the Tales of Cape Cod, which is a local tourist attraction. Next we have the Sturgis Library, which was constructed in 1644 for the Reverend John Lothrop, who was the founder of Barnstable. The building is one of the oldest houses remaining on Cape Cod, and the house that forms the original part of the library is actually the oldest building housing a public library in the United States. This beautiful old home is known as the Crocker House and was once a colonial-era tavern in the 1700s. Now we're at the Barnstable Comedy Club, which is the oldest and longest running community theater in all of Massachusetts. Across the street we have Barnstable Tuscan Cuisine, formerly the Barnstable Restaurant and Tavern, which was originally constructed in 1799 and once operated as an inn. This is now a delicious Tuscan restaurant, and I'd recommend it to anyone looking for a great meal outdoors right on 6A. Now, you didn't hear it from me, but the restaurant is rumored to be haunted, and if you're into spooky stuff, you can actually take a haunted tour with Barnstable Ghost Tours. On the right, we have the Barnstable County Courthouse, which was built in 1831, and the Barnstable Superior Court is now located in the building. Here you can see out front there are two bronze sculptures of Mercy Otis Warren and James Otis Jr., who were born in Barnstable in the 1720s, and these siblings were outspoken advocates for the American Revolution. As we continue down Main, you'll see why this village is one of the state's designated cultural districts based on its abundance of artists, attractions, and historical sites within walking distance. Main Street in Barnstable Village contains a number of small shops, artist studios, and some of the locals' favorite eateries and coffee spots, including Nirvana and the Buttercup Cafe. There's also a great local grocery shop called the Barnstable Market right in town, so locals have quick access to the basics. As we continue down Main, we are going to take a left on Millway and head down towards Cape Cod Bay and Barnstable Harbor, while I tell you a little bit more about the village and the real estate market in Barnstable. Barnstable Village has a population of right around 2.89 thousand people, with about 90% of residents owning property in the area, while 10% rent. The median estimated home value in Barnstable Village is right around $529,000, and this average has actually gone up about 0.45% in the last 12 months. In the last 60 days, 5 single-family homes sold in Barnstable Village and another 10 went under contract. If you're in the market for a home in Barnstable Village, there are currently 11 homes to choose from, ranging in price from $499,900 up to $3.5 million. So now we are down at Barnstable Harbor, which is a natural harbor and is sheltered by Sandy Neck to the north and the city of Barnstable to the south. Sandy Neck Beach, which is right across the bay, is a popular summertime destination offering a public beach, off-road vehicle access, camping, hiking, and horseback riding. There are a couple of great waterfront dining and to-go options on the bay if you're in the mood for some fresh seafood, including Matakee's Wharf and Osterville Fish too. Now we are at Millway Beach, which is a residents-only beach with great views of Barnstable Harbor and is popular among locals for its white sandy beaches, calm water, and expansive sandbars. And that's Sandy Neck that we're looking at across the bay. We are concluding our tour at another very cool landmark here in Barnstable Village at the Treasure Museum, which is the former County Custom House and now houses a Coast Guard Heritage Museum. Also on the grounds of the museum is the Old Barnstable Jail, built in 1690, which is the oldest wooden jail in the United States, complete with inmates' graffiti that you can see for yourself if you decide to visit and take a tour. So I hope you guys enjoyed your tour of Barnstable Village. As always, if you have any questions about the town or the surrounding areas, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll see you next week. Bye. So I hope you guys enjoyed your tour of Barnstable Village. Village. What even am I doing this week? This gorgeous village is one of the most historic villages on Cape, and